Good morning. Look what I'm driving today. Oh yes. Oh yes. Did I come at the right time? Yay! Oh, smells of expensive Italian leather. Just gonna show you what a Ferrari customer would experience. Alright, so we're at South Paddock. This is Ferrari 296 GTB's track day. First, of course, you walk up and then there's this, it smells of beautiful Italian leather, the smell. Alright, there's Brother Nas here, hello. And then this is the registration counter, Esperienza Ferrari. Okay, and of course you get some basic F&B, and that's the beautiful car down there. Last round we have a view of the car, but that was a pre-production prototype, and now these are the actual ones. And of course out there we have some refreshment area, right? Some people like fresh air, and we'll go there later, and there's some drinks counter. Yo, hello. Yep, today is gonna be an exciting day. Yep. Hello guys, I am ready and just waiting for the car to come over, and then I'll hop in. Yep. So yeah, nice day, nice instructors we have here, and thanks to Ferrari for this. Right, and I haven't learned how to use my helmet yet. What's that little thing? Let me see. Oh yeah, this one, Top Gun. Alright guys, it's my turn to drive. Now they are checking the cars. I can't mount my own GoPros, it has to be from theirs, so that's good as well. Safety measures. 296 GTB V6 3-liter turbo hybrid plug-in. It's gonna be an amazing day. Thank you so much to Ferrari Malaysia, Nazar Malaysia, for organizing this, and this should be an experience. Lovely. Alright, gonna go up and drive the car soon. My instructor is Marcelo. Thank you so much. And this is such a beautiful car. Beautiful car. Alright, I'll go to the details later. Now I'm just gonna drive.
Thank you.
Hello. Yep, so I did my own session and yeah, it's nice, right? And we managed to have like 4 or 5 laps over here, and then thanks to my instructor Marcelo, he's with me in the car, you know, and explaining the various modes and changing it to hybrid mode, you know, to sports mode. And that's Tom from 0 to 100 and Angeline, yeah, from 0 to 100. Race car drivers, both of them, right? And these are the cars. That's the car I drove just now, number 2. This one is like a more hardcore version, right? As you can see, the lips down there, look at the shape. And then I show you this one without, look at that, okay? And this one you can see the 4-point seat belts, and also this one is with the carbon rims. Look at that, I'll go closer. Right, carbon wheels, carbon brakes, and look at the seats. Even the seats has a carbon shell, and with 4-point or 5-point harness. Very nice. So of course these are all specifications, and obviously you can spec your car when you're buying one, alright? And this little wing pops up and rolls. The little tip at the back, that's the camera. What a beautiful car this is. Such a beautiful car. Alright, and you can actually roll around the track even in hybrid mode, right? So it's very nice. I love this paint job with the silver back and all that, and the center mounted exhaust. It's a new kind of Ferrari, very high tech. Alright, V6 engine, 3-liter turbo, and the 3-liter turbocharged engine produces 663 horsepower. You see how low the engine is mounted, super low. And given that it's a V6, you know, a lot of V6 you want to save space, you go 90 degrees, right? Even 90 degrees is like that, and this is 120 degrees. You know, it's crazy. It's like really wide apart to house the turbochargers in the middle. Sorry for that. Oh, it's hurting my ears. Sorry for that. If you guys are watching, take this as an Easter egg. Okay. Anyway, this wing will rise up. Okay. And it produces like 100 kilos of extra downforce at 250 km/h. And the engine, 663 horsepower just on the engine alone. If you look at that, per liter of displacement, it is putting out, you know, 221 horsepower per liter. Of course, it's a turbocharged engine, right? So, and with the hybrid drivetrain, the combined output is 800 horsepower, right? And the hard work that they put in this car is actually the seamless transition between the power units, you know, the electric power units and the combustion. And it's so seamless when you're driving, be it on the road, and sometimes halfway through acceleration, you can feel that, you know, in turbocharged cars, you feel the little bit of spool up, and that was the moment where the electric motor will come in and assist you. And it's a very comfortable car. I think this is a great combination of their mid-engine super sports cars with their GT cars, right? Because now this one looks like a proper, beautiful, comfortable mid-engine GT car, okay? And it just looks the part. All these curves, this harks back to the 1960s era of Ford GTs and all that, right? And it's such a beauty, and especially this part here, right? And of course the interior, they have minimized everything over there because you literally don't really need to touch all that. Okay, it's just, you know, everything's on the steering wheel. Sorry. Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't want to kacau them do their work because they're mounting the cameras and all that. Okay, so I've showed you guys the car in the walk around video, but that was a prototype. That was a pre-production prototype, and these are proper drivable cars on daily roads. All right. It's the same guy again. Anyway, these materials are really nice. The door handles, the shape of the doors. Such a daily livable car, and going in and out of the car is not difficult at all, you know. Pretty easy to step in, and it's not like there's a very tall sill to climb over, and of course inside is full of leather and all that. Okay, so, and of course there's no more red button for you to push. So in this new era, because the car would start in default in electric mode, because they expect you to charge the car when you go home, fully charge it, hence why they remove the button pressing. Instead you just touch the start stop label over there and it, you know, starts the electric portion of the car, and you can actually roll off already. And then you touch it again, and that would be what would fire up the engine. Okay, so in order to encourage people to actually use the EV mode when they are doing their daily routines with this car, they remove the red start stop button, the pressing effect, which makes you expect the firing up sound. Okay, look at the doors towards the edges, curves up like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Even the headlamps, daytime running light cluster, you see the little hole here, the intakes here. It's very, very nice. It's beautifully designed. Now, how does the car drive? Now, footage of my track day will only be made available sometime later, because this is a regional event. Indonesian potential customers, Singapore, oh, they're all flying in. Even some from South Korea, right? They'll be flying in. And just now as we drive, the professional team here, they have one GoPro over there, one GoPro here, and one over there. They record for everybody, even GoPros outside of the car, so that everybody will have their driving footage. However, we're not going to have it today. They're going to send it over to us. So my driving footage video will be sometime later. So today is just me showing you, and then we're on the track just now, and my whole driving experience of this car. Now, how does it feel? First off, let me get this off my chest. It doesn't feel like a track car. Alright, if you're expecting this car to behave like a Porsche GT3, no, it will not. It's not a Porsche GT3, it's not a GT3 RS kind of car. It is a daily supercar with hypercar power that can do track days comfortably, and you get a very good time because it's fast. The way it picks up speed is fast, and because of the hybrid drivetrain providing the seamless transition even between gears or between turbo spools, the way it accelerates is very, very linear, and you just see the speed picks up. The best part is that even though it's a V6, it sounds really great for a turbocharged car, let alone a turbocharged plug-in hybrid. It sounds really, really good. All right, of course it's not going to win a singing competition with a 812 GTS, all right, or a screaming naturally aspirated GT3 at Sepang. No, but for what it is, it sounds really good. Okay, now how the car drives on the track. This is the kind of car that is more akin to, you think of it as a, okay, some of you, but a lot of us are familiar with how, let's say, Bentley Continental GT or an Aston Martin DB11, we're familiar with how they drive. They are comfortable, and on the track they let you feel the roll. Okay, this is the kind of direction, but way lighter the whole package is lighter. The front portion of the car is very light. The steering is light. That means it's a fast steering. The car can switch direction very fast, but the whole overall demeanor of the car is that of a much lighter version of a DB11 or a Continental GT, because when you're doing it, it's so comfortable. It tracks its lines really well, can switch direction really well, but when you're doing all that, the car lets you feel the roll. So you can actually feel the car roll and then sit in. You can feel where the weight transfer finish. Once the weight transfer is done, you can power off with the traction that was the mechanical grip of the car, whereby your weight and everything push everything down, and then the traction was provided by how the cars, you know, the control arms, the suspension, everything, pushing, making sure all wheels have really good traction. All right, and it's also the kind of car whereby mid-turn, when you are doing your bends, you can actually change your line with the throttle. All right, so it's that kind of car. Very responsive, very comfortable, very fast, but it's not a track car. A track car will be one with such a stiff setup on the track where it can zigzag, and then the car just remain flat, you know. And when you are turning with the aerodynamics all pushing the car down, and then as you throttle, the car would, you know, the speed that you are accelerating is fighting with the grip of the tire and all that. No, it's not that tight. Okay, so yep, that's my driving experience of this car. And oh, the brakes, I have to mention the brakes. As we know, Ferraris all come with carbon ceramics. The way that this car can shed off speed, you know, is crazy. Everybody said the same thing. The braking is more mind-blowing than the acceleration, even though the acceleration is very fast, but because it's so smooth, so linear, you don't feel the jolts and all that. But the braking, because the speed is so high, so fast, and you approach that kind of speed within a very short time, and then you need to do really hard braking. And when you're doing the hard braking, right, it's not just the carbon ceramics doing their work. The power unit is converting your kinetic energy back into electricity in a very aggressive mode. So your whole car is slowing down in such an intensity that you feel like your face being pulled, you know, to the front. And the best part is, when the car is doing all that, the downshifts, you know, it's so amazing the way it downshifts, and then the sound. And then again, when you do a really heavy braking, it does like a double downshift, you know, this kind of stuff is exhilarating. Okay, so overall, the drivetrain, the sound, the overall package is a very compelling package. It's just that the setup of the suspension also means that they did not intend to make this car into a track car, but it's a daily livable, hyper quick GT car that you don't mind just pop here and maybe do a 2-minute no lah, maybe that is a bit too fast, right? and then you go home comfortably. Okay, so I'm sorry I don't have footage of me in the car driving, but that will be in another video. Just I'll link it by then. And thank you so much for watching this video. This is wonderful experience. I have to thank Regional Ferrari for inviting, and of course NASA Malaysia as well, and all the people involved, Wenny, Jeffrey, everybody. Okay, if I don't name you, I'm sorry, but I thank you all as well for this experience. Okay, and this direction is the right direction that they're heading, and it's a direction that is needed for the car industry and for, you know, super luxury brands like Ferrari to again lead the way. All right, so yeah, that's the 296 GTB, and upstairs today or this week, or by Wednesday, it will be the launch of the 296 GTS, which is the convertible version, the Spider version. So if you ask me, book the Spider or the GTS, because a comfortable car like this, you'll be doing a lot of daily drives, a lot of early morning weekend drives. Open the top and enjoy the scenery and the sound, because the car sounds so good and the car is so beautiful. Get the GTS version, okay? And the GTS version is actually hidden behind that screen, but today they will show the customers first, the potential customers first. For us media, we will come back on Wednesday and to witness the launch, right? So more of you buy the GTS version and come and join me for my drop top drives, and of course it will look fantastic when you join me for enduro around Mae Hong Son. Okay, cheers guys.